make daggers. So, that's the fifth level 50 conjuration. When you hit level 50 in a School of Magic, you get a mage challenge, a randomly thrown out expected difficult, and he won't take no for an answer. I backed out and summoned Rocky Jr. to throw hints. It was very much going our way. The challenger's health was going down nicely. But, no, stupid thing, as a healing spell, every time Junior got his health down near death, he would just run off and regen his health. He did it so many times I just left them to it. Anyway, where was I? Those daggers. Using the daggers.
This story is a metaphor for climbing the corporate ladder. And you may be thinking that the rollerblades are a little goofy. But just last year, people were selling other people's digital copies of monkeys to try and get ahead. So, rollerblades are really not that far-fetched. And who doesn't like a little speed in their life? So, rollerblades it is. But just remember that everyone struggles to get job interviews, so try not to get too discouraged. Good luck.
Few levels out of the enchantment section. Finally got the speech skill up past level 50, and now I can take the merchant perk to sell any item to any trader. Very good perk for getting your hands on more gold. And take the first angle.
Hey, welcome to your first job interview. I know it can be a little nerve-wracking, but just relax and do your best. You're sure to get the job.
Now we can take those daggers and sell them to the clothes merchant as well as whoever the heck we want. The big thing here is buying out soul gems from people and being able to easily get my gold back selling my overpriced potions to gold wizards. And that starts the grind for the enchanted and smithing skills. So much easier.
This story is a metaphor for climbing the corporate ladder. And you may be thinking that the rollerblades are a little goofy. But just last year, people were selling other people's digital copies of monkeys to try and get ahead. So, rollerblades are really not that far-fetched, and who doesn't like a little speed in their life? So, rollerblades it is, but just remember that everyone struggles to get job interviews, so try not to get too discouraged.
Also, good idea to
Good luck.
invest into enchanted while leveling up from the grind, so we get better enchanted items and sell them for more gold as we go, going all the way around the map, doing what I just did, but in all of the cities. So take some time. Is up next. Did get woman smithing today, so that's something to report. I'll still make daggers.
This story is a metaphor for climbing the corporate ladder. And you may be thinking that the rollerblades are a little goofy. But just last year, people were selling other people's digital copies of monkeys to try and get ahead. So, rollerblades are really not that far-fetched. And who doesn't like a little speed in their life? So, rollerblades it is. But just remember that everyone struggles to get job interviews, so try not to get too discouraged.
And I
Good
slept
luck.
in to spend that level allowed me for a further 5 training session, which was not so nicely priced. The training gets expensive when you pass level 50 in a skill, so now it will cost us
Hey, welcome to your first job interview. I know it can be a little nerve-wracking, but just relax and do your best. You're sure to get the job.
Today might be the last day I work on
Congratulations,
this
you've
skill.
completed the interview process. Unfortunately, the company needs you to do a take-home interview. I saw a note here that says, sorry for making you jump through all
Day
these
20 yet. You've got plenty of time to get the better on us.
So the
Now
company
on,
just
focus
needs one
Smithing and
more
get a
interview.
stat of
Then
focus
here
minus
says,
the
last
amount
one,
that get
we
there.
promise.
Enchanted
And to
log
ignore the
enchanted
hoops
up
on
to the
fire.
fourth
That's just a
level
technical bug in their hiring system.
Enchanted.
There it is, the offer letter.
The way
You
enchanted
grab the
works in this
letter
game
and
is
read
going
it
to
out
take something
loud.
like this ring to an enchanted table and then disenchant it. That'll
To
destroy
inform
the item
you
but unlock
that
the
the role
enchantment in the table
has been
so we
filled.
can add on as many other items as we want. We got the smithing enchant on the necklace,
Going
ring, and
back to
chest
square
piece,
one
and
almost
some
seems,
gold
but you're not alone. This
20%
happens to
when I
everyone at
grab
some
those
point in
specific
their
items
lives.
while smithing. I'll get
Luckily,
a
your
total
mom says that your
80%
Uncle Joe has a friend who can hook you up with a job in their warehouse. I know it's your birthday, but the company saves money when the new hires do their training on Saturday nights. So it's time to get to work. Congratulations on completing your training. Go home, get some rest. Tomorrow is your first real day at work.
To the chest piece. All heavy armor doesn't look comfortable at all, but that's fine. But my 4 pieces of smithing gear on, and even set the potion of smithing I bought earlier, give me 120% of better smithing with the enchantments and potion combined. I will make the armor legendary quality, and all that's left to do is
Your
to get it
first day.
enchanted.
And look how
This
big
is
the
where I
warehouse
get
is.
another
Think
roadblock.
of all the room for productivity. There are absolutely no downsides to working in such a massive open building with no railings or safety structures.
It's good. We want
None
that regen. I
whatsoever.
can totally put that on my chess piece, and I think if I get just Conjuration Disenchanted, I can also add it to my necklace. So let's go try to find that enchantment. Windhelm didn't have its so right into Riften again instead of taking a carriage, because I'll arrive at night by carriage and I'll get there faster on a horse than trade with merchants. I also know I'm not very efficient with this process. I should make notes of everything I need all at once, but I really don't care. Doing it step by step keeps me sane instead of trying to get a million things at once. I made it, and there we go. A circlet of conjuration. Get that disenchanted, and take my enchanted potion I bought, and pick what I want on everything. I have my loadout for the next while all done. I really need to go to the farm to drop some things off. My inventory is an absolute dumpster fire. This is honestly one of my favorite things to do in this game, is messing with crafting skills. I love the grind that comes along with it, and I missed it a lot with the limits I've set on myself in previous videos. It's like my plants have all grown too. It's been a while since I've collected them, so that's nice. Okay, my inventory is looking a lot tidier. Got my smithing gear put away in this chest at the end of my bed.
Into your room with a letter. You got the job. Tomorrow is your first day as an unpaid intern. What an honor.
And this is what my loadout is going to look like for the next few weeks in game. Fish gauntlets with 42 points extra magic. That's more than 4 levels.
Some would be discouraged knowing they only got the job because their obsession with rollerblades makes them the ideal candidate for grabbing coffee. Well, you're a little discouraged as well.
Less than gas. Fish armor with smaller 13% conjuration, but with an added bonus of 10% faster magic regenerate. When I become a vampire, that will come in handy because vampires don't regenerate magic during the day, but with that enchant, it will still
Congratulations, you've finished training. Now the real work begins.
So I just threw on some shock resistance. And the ring of the mirror that lets me eat people to regain health and gives me some stamina. And lastly, the Dragon Priest mask that has the 20% conjuration on it. Not perfect, but I've barely done anything in game, so this is some nice early on gear. I'll make some better stuff later.
Your boss Bill has his office on the first floor and seems like a really nice guy. Great tasting coffee too. Hopefully you can really impress him with your grind set. At the all-hands meeting, your boss Bill announces that you've been chosen for the in-house interview, which, according to him, is just a bunch of softball questions since it's really more of a formality than anything.
Besides the reduction the spell cost. Got conjuration up with that bit since the last time I bought spells, so maybe we will have new spells available to us in the College of Winterhold. Hi. And I was right. I got 3 new spells from the Conjuration Mage. I got this Conjure Skeleton Marksman spell. His arrows meeting foes for 120 seconds, but what's more important,
you did it. The job is yours. And as you watch the other interns get fired one by one, you can start to taste the prestige of being a junior financial analyst. You're ready to kick ass and make money. And you're all out of money. Unfortunately, being a junior financial analyst means you're just another cog in the corporate machine. No one is going to notice you if you don't make yourself stand out. Being a cog means doing a lot of the same thing over and over again. But the company wine mixer is coming up, and if you can make a good impression, it'll go a long way. Oh, the company wine mixer, a chance to meet middle management. Impress them with your firmest handshake and laugh together at the financially illiterate.
Anything out of the quest line, but it'll be a good fit for my conjuration level, if anything. Though I went to sit my first class at the college. I think it's funny how this someone so probably out of place here. Like 4 people standing here ready to learn. But this one randomly has some kind of legendary mask you got from slaying a dragon's priest. But okay, let's learn about a crappy book spell. Anyway, field trip time. Reason why button off. Here, way before anyone else. We explored the dungeon, and what started out as a nice outing with my classmates ended in a dragon filled with nightmares.
After spinning your wheels for a year, you finally get invited to the company mixer. Rubbing shoulders with middle management has you inspired. You want to be one of them.
Was that we found something called the Eye of Magnus, a giant magic ball, giving off a lot of energy. We had to go let the college know about our discovery and then try to find out what we could about the eye. And lucky for us, the books that might have info about it had recently been stolen. We gotta go get them back. Well, in the night shift at a rest in Windhelm, and now it's very early hours, day 23, and I'm in for a bit of a messy day. headed for those books. First we took them, was set to a runoff. So unlike me,
Finally, the company opens up a single middle
it's
management
2 pages
position.
and an
All you have to do is defeat the rest of the applicants and the job is yours. The bumpers are unnecessary for the other applicants.
Really sucked. First one was fine. Didn't have a healing spell like every other jerk in the place, but what a friend has made wasn't really too bad. The next part had a load of cells that had vampires imprisoned by hunters. Free them will have them temporarily join your side to fight to put them behind bars. Made things while they were around a smooth ride. But then, I get awful. It was the nom that took the books from the college. We offered to help get through the place to get the books back. He got locked up after they yoinked the books from him. Sadly, he died.
After months of
Yeah,
grueling
he's dead,
interviews,
but I made it to the
endless
end of that
schmoozing, you
cast
find
along
a
the
letter
ground
on your
left
desk.
between me
One
and
of the two
books. Now we
positions
have
is
a
yours.
problem.
They
Books are in
created
this
another position for
big
Ted.
Becky at the
His
end
uncle
has
is a
died.
VP.
It's
The prestige of middle management. You're assigned a team of
to her,
juniors, a
she will
huge pay
take the
raise, and
books
your own
leave.
office
But
with a view.
Brandon got himself
Love
killed,
that
and I
office.
don't think
Don't be
reanimated
ridiculous.
anymore.
Oh, and by the way, if your team's earnings drop to the bottom 30%, you'll be fine. Welcome to middle management.
All that speech
No one
training
really
is
knows
coming
what
in
you do
action
here, and in
handy
fact,
now.
no one really knows how to get promoted. Progressing at this stage of your career feels like a confusing maze with no clear
To see if
path
that will
forward.
trigger the door to unlock, but no. We'll have to go back the way we came. I could have tried killing her, but I think it would be more trouble than it's worth. I say that, but leaving the way we came was also more trouble than it was worth. All of those mages I ran past earlier, I'm pretty embarrassed it happened, and trying to run place in my skeletons as a distraction was really rough. Used up like all my health potions trying to make it out, but I'm out. Used up all my health potions getting out, but I made it back to my horse. Gotta get back to the college. Day 24 was a busy day.
He calls you with a job offer, but you have to decide right now.
Given a book full of bonuses and rewards. We could read these to get a level into all of the magic skills. Should have kept them, at least the enchanted and conjuration books, until I was close to maxing out the skills, but I'm not gonna. One of the books that got stolen was especially interesting in Healthcare. He gave it a read. I was chatting about it, but we got interrupted by this jerk. This is a member of the Sijic Order here who wants to chat with me. So I go see what he wants. These guys are very powerful. Generally don't like getting involved
You hear about the
fixing
Draper
issues like the
portfolio.
mess we're about to
Two
get
VPs
ourselves
have
into.
used their
This time
insider
we're
trading
looking
knowledge
at
to
something
invest
bad
a
is
ton of
about to
money
go
into it.
down.
Buying hasn't taken off. You could take it on, but 3 other managers have been fired trying to make
right
it work.
under the college in the mid-dark. It's very not dark though. In fact, it's blindingly light. I'll put you through it being on screen for long. It says the bull's name is the Eye of Magnus. Nakano has been snooping around asking questions like me too. Elfman is a path that could save the college, and I need the staff of Magnus to do so. One of the mages here says there's a synod group that wandered through looking for the staff too, and they inquired about the ruins of Mazolf when passing by. She says they might still even be there. Travel on over past the Windhelm to Mazolf, but the people that came here are not doing so good. Yapping about a crystal. He stands around for a bit, then remembered I'm a cannibal and should heal up. Ate him and looted his body for the key to progress. There were more bodies on the way though. Sadly, the game had enough of me eating people and crashed. For some reason, every
You
time I
are
tried to kill
desperate
this
to
guy,
become a
the game
department head and
dies.
decide to take
Yes,
on the
safe. He
Draper
might be safe, but
portfolio.
I'm not sure
If you
I'm
pull
safe
it
from the
off,
comments
you'll
on this
secure
one.
2 votes
Feel
from
like
the
some people
board.
might not like
If
that
you
I'm
don't,
spawning in
you'll be
skeletons
fine.
instead of just reanimated enemies to get through the game. If you don't like it, then if you're on desktop, there's a little X at the top right of your screen. And they go for itself if you're on mobile. The skeletons are feeling not very strong in here at this point in the game anyway. Lots of sitting around waiting for 5 minutes for him to beat up whatever's in the way. Yeah, as of right now, I'm finding raising what I can around here to be much more helpful than using the skeletons. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but I'm all
you
for it.
crazy son
Looks
of a
like he's having a
gun.
good time. And speaking of time,
Unfortunately,
all
the vote
this
is
waiting
tomorrow,
around
and
this
you're one
place
vote
is taking a
Looks like it's
ridiculous
better luck
amount of
next
the
time.
stuff. This last
You're
area of
still
enemies was
convinced
one
that
of the
being a
more tricky
full-time
areas.
YouTuber is for absolute degenerates. But he was such a class act that it was enough to sway the vote. You are the new department head.
My skeleton, and it also has a healing spell. The good thing is healing quicker than the skeleton can do damage because the skeleton is dying quickly while getting triple deeped. I had to pick my spot, spawning him in, making sure to spawn him right and at least get 2 hits on one of
Welcome
the
to
good ones.
upper management.
The glue lurker
You're
got
making
in his
more money
business.
than you
He's
could
getting a
ever
good
have
2 hits in
dreamed of.
before that could
You
happen.
drive a fancy
Down
car,
one of the
fancy
bigger ones,
blades,
spinning
fancy
and now
suit.
it seems
But
the
if you thought
skeleton
that
can
you would be
survive
working
long
less,
enough to do
you'd be
more
wrong.
damage attached to the
If you
Elon
are
back.
constantly
They
pushing
are
ahead,
all the
you're likely
dance.
to fall.
The lurker had a crystal I needed, so it did have to die. Grabbed it, and now we have another problem. The door ahead is locked. But there's a dwarven center in between me and the key. Wounded my skeleton to take his attention from me and legged into the chest. Grabbed the key and ran back out, leaving the machine and
The
skeleton
FBI sweep the
behind.
whole leadership
But
team
then
into
I
prison,
noticed the
just as you
skeleton
thought.
wasn't doing
They
as
need a
bad
new
as I
VP.
thought it would be.
And as the
Centurions
first candidate
also
to apply
dropping
without a criminal
filled
record,
grand
you're
stone
instantly
again, so
chosen.
maybe it's
They
worth
don't even
taking
look
it
at your
down.
resume.
It's the ritual stone power to raise all of the power in the area along with my summon. And this is the best thing I've seen in the whole video. I'll be a follower, I'll take it. Stands no chance. He's dead, and now we can grab the gem for enchanted later. I'm also getting tired, so my screen's going fuzzy, so I gotta move. There was an alive Senate member left who had set up some sleeping bags too. Perfect. Rest it up. Taking help from the attributes, and let's get moving. The focusing crystal I just got from the Thalmor can be used in this room to direct the lights into a map. The map reveals two locations. One is the College of Winterhold, where the Eye of Magnus is located. The other is Labyrinthia, where we would assume the staff connected to the Eye will be rested. Time to leave and report back to the college. It's got a 5-minute ride on my horse, and we'll be there in no time. There's trouble at the college too. Akano has somehow locked himself in with the Eye and is doing something with it. Trying to harness the power or something. The mages blast through the barrier, and then confronting Akano, he turns up the brightness of the game to the max and kills the Archmage. Yep, he's dead. And time of the video again. Come on. There we go. The only way to stop Akano is to get the staff. But first, Winterhold's under attack by some magic anomalies. This will take a while with the build to clear them out. 10 of the suckers to take down. This really did take a long time. As they run off when the health gets low, they all kind of die at the same time. At least with this style of play. Now that they're all dead, the next goal is the staff. I wanted to check the Conjuration Mage's inventory to see if I could get something better than my skeletons, but he straight up refusing to talk to me with all of the drama going on in the college. Well, it was because apparently there was some of these magic anomalies still popping up, but I cleared them all out for real this time, and nobody here will talk to me like at all. So I left, but not for the staff. Spending a day doing some shopping around town, buying food of all things, and I'll probably hit my farm promotions too. Yes, I do eat people, and that does keep me fed some of the time, but it's not always working out. I have a corpse in front of me when I get hungry, so I'm gonna need some normal people food in my backpack for some times when cannibalism can't be practiced. Alright, I'm ready. Hopefully. The potions and food, I'm not sure I'm strong enough to take on Labyrinthia yet.
The CEO of your old company is considering retirement. There's only room at the top for one, but now's your chance. You got this.
For a pretty long time, just like basically every other location I've had to go through so far. Simply because I'm sat waiting for my skeleton minions and corpses to kill whatever's in the way. These other skeletons. The game wants you to go in there and get trapped.
Just before the CEO of your old company retires, he gets arrested for embezzlement. But you've been schmoozing the board of directors for years, taking on hard portfolios, buying dinners at the country club, and turning a blind eye to embezzlement. You're ready to take the lead. All of your hard work has finally paid off. The board of directors have voted, and you are appointed the CEO. The journey
That I thought were never going to die. To be fair, they didn't. I did run.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have to show you this run. Sub 16. Big skip at the end. Let's go, baby. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have to show you this run. Sub 16. Big skip at the end. Let's go, baby. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have to.
Past them because they were out healing the damage the skeletons could do. Made it to the end room, where I again was doubting our chances of progression. Now we have to fight a dragon's priest carrying the staff of Magnus. I killed the dragon's priest before to get my current fast, but still wasn't sure how it would go. I had to fight the two wizards charging up whatever they're charging around it.